Hi, good morning students. Welcome to our online class. Today you have social class. So, in the last class we studied about tanks, what is tank and how is water stored in tanks. Today we shall study about groundwater. What is groundwater? What is groundwater? In the last class we discussed that when it rains, the rainwater flow out through the streams to river, from river to oceans. Some of the water is stored in tanks. That means the people wanted to stop the running off of the water. They wanted to store the water for their use, for agricultural use and several other domestic use also. So they made tanks in the past. And some of the water sink down to the underground. That means through the soil, the water slowly will go down and down and down. Where does it reach last? It reaches the underground. What is underground? The underground is a layer of rocks. Underground is a layer of rocks, and the rock is very hard. From there, the water cannot sink, water cannot go down, so the water will be stored there. So to the underground rocks, the water will be sinking from the top layer. And this water is called underground. And in the rocks down there, in some rocks, gaps are there. What kind of gaps? The rocks break. The rocks break, and because of the cracks on the rock, there will be gaps, and in these gaps also water will be filled up. And this water is called underground water. Okay. Now rocks are of two types. There are two types of rocks. One type is called pervious rocks. The other type is called impervious rocks. What are called pervious rocks? Some rocks have small pores. Pores means small holes in it. Very small holes. We may not be able to see that holes. Very small holes are there for some rocks. Such rocks, through these holes, the water will go inside the rock. Such rocks are called pervious rocks. So what are pervious rocks? The rocks with small holes in it are called pervious rocks, and the water will go into it and be stored there. Some stones are with cracks. Some stones have cracks. Through the cracks also water will go inside. This also is called pervious rocks. So, the rocks with small pores, means small holes or cracks, are called pervious rocks. For example, Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh. Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh has sandstones there, sandstones. The sandstones are example for pervious rocks. Prakasam and some other districts in AP have pervious rocks like this. And what about the other rocks? What about other rocks? Impervious rocks. What is meant by impervious rocks? Impervious rocks means the rocks which do not have small holes or any crack in them. Such rocks are called impervious rocks. So impervious rocks are the rocks without holes, rocks without small holes. Example, granite. Granite is very hard rock. Kadapa limestone. Kadapa limestone is hard. These do not have small pores in it. As a result, water cannot be stored in them. So the water will be stored above this impervious rock layer, stored above. And in most part of AP, this type of rocks are present. In most part of AP, impervious rocks are present, not allowing the water going down. Such rocks are present in most parts of AP. In which other land parts water can be stored? Some areas, especially the riverbed areas, alongside the river like Krishna and Godavari, the riverside areas have deep sand deposits. Deep sand, deep means very deep, going down to a certain meters. Sand is present or soil is present there. Sand, soil or pebbles, this structure is there. Here also water will be stored. So these are the three types of soil where water is soiled. The types of rocks where water is stored. And the water which is stored in these layers of rocks is called a aquifer. What is it called? Aquifer. So what is called aquifer? Aquifer means layer of water under the ground among the rocks. Layer of water under the ground among the rocks is called underground water. Aquifer. What is it called? Aquifer. Now, look at the picture here. Here is a picture about the underground structure and water storage. Let us look at this. So in the picture, the textbook you have this picture. In the picture here you have the top layer of the soil. Top layer of the soil. You look here, the rocks, the broken rocks. There are the broken rocks. Through these gaps the water will sink down, go down. And this is the pervious rock, layer of pervious rocks. So here is the layer of pervious rocks. Pervious rocks means this layer of rocks have small holes and gaps. So the water will sink into this rock. And below that you can see impervious rocks. Impervious rocks. Impervious rocks are very hard, without cracks or holes. So this is the structure of the underground. So here you can see a well. A well made cutting the upper layer of the soil, ground level. Then the pervious rocks also cut and reached the hard impervious rock stone. Here the water is stored, the water will not go anywhere, the water will be stored there only. So here water is available. So from here, from this area, water will begin to be available in this well. So this is how underground water is taken out. Now look at this picture. In this picture you can see 4 wells constructed. Also the depth is shown with your left side. 0 degree means the ground level, upper level. From there to 5 meter is called ground level. And at 5 meter height, 5 meter level, 5 meter depth, here there is water. You can see water here. How many wells have? 1, 2, 3, 4 wells have water at a 5 meter height, 5 meter depth. And when we go down, this is 10 meter depth. From the ground, 10 meter depth. And of the 4 wells you can see, this well is the deepest. It goes almost up to 15 meters or 14 meters. And this well is just around 9 meters, not reaching 10 meter. And this well is just 6 meters. This well is around 12 meters like that, let us take. And look at 5 meters depth, this is called a water level. This is called a water level. Water level is also called a water table. So this is in rainy season or monsoon season, the water level will be up to this height. Means up to 5 meters depth, water is available. But in summer season, the water level begin to decrease. That means the water level go down. Suppose if the water level reaches 10 meter depth, how many wells you will have water? We know that well 1 and well 2 only will have waters. Well 2 and well 3 will not have waters. So well 1 and well 4 will have waters. Well 2 and well 3 will not have any waters in it. And if water level goes to 13 meters or 14 meters, what will be the situation of other wells? In any other wells, water will not be there. Water will be only there in the first well. So the water level is also called water table, may decrease from season to season. Then the shallow wells will not have water in it. So here is a box. In this box some questions are given based on this diagram. So you must find out the answer to these questions. Write the answer to these questions looking at this picture. Okay? Okay, now most part of AP, Andhra Pradesh, have what types of rocks? Impervious rocks. In most part of AP there are impervious rocks, and we know that an impervious rocks will not allow water to go down. But the interesting fact is that the top layer of these impervious rocks may be broken. It is said that up to about 20 meters depth, these rocks may be broken. So sometimes it may go up to 50 or 100 meters also. So in this broken area, there will be gaps. In these gaps, water will be stored. So we can take out water by digging borewells to these layers. Usually by sinking wells up to these cracks, we can take out water. Ordinary wells are dug to take water from shallow depth, and from deep depth to take water we are constructing tube wells. You know tube wells. And in many mandals, what is the situation? In many mandals, Kadapa limestones are present. These also are very hard. But compared to the granite, these Kadapa limestones are broken. So there are more gaps in these limestones. There are more gaps in the Kadapa limestones, and in these gaps water will be filled. So this water can be taken out by digging wells. So water accumulation is possible in Kadapa limestones in the broken part. Many of these rocks are broken where water is filled 3 to 15 meters. Water is available at a depth of 3 to 15 meters. If we dig this depth, we can get water from it. Also the Krishna and Godavari riverside region. Deep sand, soil and pebbles. Here also if we dig around 5 to 7 meters depth, we will get very good water. So like that we can make underground water available. This is underground water. What is underground water? Water is present in the gaps of the rocks underground are called underground water. And the water is stored in the rocks. Rocks are of two types, pervious rocks and impervious rocks. Pervious rocks have small holes. Impervious rocks have no holes. Pervious rocks allow water to get inside. Impervious rocks does not allow water to go inside or does not allow to pass. Okay, the water is stored in these rocks. By digging wells to this depth, up to these layers of rock, we can take water outside. So read these paragraphs very well and answer the questions. Here the box I showed here, bottom also a box is there. Read and study these answers. Also I will send you some questions. Why I send you questions, do you know? These questions you have to find out answers from textbook only. I am giving questions from textbook directly. So answers are there in the textbook. I want you to read textbook several times. That's why I am giving you questions from textbook. మీరు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ మళ్ళీ చదవాలని ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ నేను పంపిస్తున్నా. మొత్తం ఆన్సర్ కూడా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో నుంచి రాయొచ్చు. మీరు ఇంటర్నెట్ కానీ మెటీరియల్ కానీ వెతకాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ చదవండి. మొత్తం ఆన్సర్లు దానిలోనే ఉంది. రీడ్ అండ్ రైట్. ఎందుకంటే మీరు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ చదివితే 2-3 సార్లు చదివితే అది మొత్తం బైహార్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో రీడ్ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ అండ్ రైట్ ద ఆన్సర్స్. Okay? Thank you.